Check the vibe. Vibe the check.
Vibe check. What's the vibe like, Mom?
Corona. I'm not having a Corona, but I'm having a Yinling.
Henley.
Yeah.
That's nice.
We decided to check in with Mimi here. Are you? Have you ever used Zoom before? You a big Zoom person, Mom?
Oh no! I thought Zoom meant you moved very quickly.
It is true. That's true. You can't really argue that. But this is
that's the truth.
Yeah.
Right.
It's nice. We can stay connected this way. We can chat.
Yeah, that's great. I'm so happy about that. I'll be calling you every day. I'll be on.
Oh God.
I know it's hard for you.
I think you're a little close to the mic. You're a little loud. Is that just me?
No, she's fine.
Okay.
Do whatever makes you comfortable, Mom.
Well, you're used to my screaming.
Yeah.
So it's,
Maybe that's it. Maybe it's I'm having a reaction to it.
yeah. It's a
like, oh gosh, screaming.
level. Okay.
Yeah.
I have gone to the Kroger today, and they have a senior hour that you can go 7 to 8. Okay.
Yeah.
I went later, and as a result, before I went, I put Hollywood makeup on, so I didn't look like the oldest person there, and they wouldn't kick me out because I thought maybe they'll ask for your ID.
Is that what they're doing? Are they actually kicking people out if they go past the time?
No, they are not.
No. But in Boston, they are.
In Boston, they're kicking old people out of grocery stores?
No. They're kicking. Gene said they only allow 20 people in at a time.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah. We're doing that out here in L.A.
Are you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Trump
lines
said
to get in.
everything's going to be fine. He just said everything's going to be fine, and we're going to open things up.
Sure.
And guess who wasn't on the podium tonight? Dr.
Yeah.
He's gone.
He's had enough, I think.
Well, he could have killed him, or he just said no.
Well, he's a busy guy. He's got a lot of stuff going on as well.
And also, he knows so much more than Trump, and he says it. And so he got in trouble. But the woman that stands behind him, she wears a scarf around her shoulders. And I'd like to kill her for that.
This is how almost every phone call goes. It goes with you.
I want to kill somebody.
Yeah. A list of people you'd like to kill.
Oh, I have 10.
Yeah.
You have 10?
Yeah, I have 10, and they vacillate depending.
Yeah. Sure. On the day, yeah. Who's number one right now?
None of you are anybody that I would kill.
Yeah. And also, we should reference your technical assistant right now is our sister, your daughter, Megan.
Yeah, Jamie, can you look that up?
Technical assistant to make sure your Wi-Fi connection is working.
I know. Well, she did. So that's good.
Yeah, it's very good.
It worked. I'm so happy I can zoom in on you anytime. Can't I? Or do I have to be invited?
Well, no, it has to be. It's invite only. It's a private party.
Yeah.
Oh, how about if I invite you?
Well, it's like a party, and I can decline that invitation or I can accept it. I would most likely accept the invitation to a party.
Oh, you would? Okay, good. I like hearing that.
I could lie about it and be like, yeah, no, I'm coming to the party. For sure, I'll be there. And then not show up. That's probably what I'd actually do in real life.
I think in order to Zoom us, you have to be able to log into your email first.
Well,
which is a problem.
Megan will do it.
You don't know your
I've
password.
had so many crazy emails in the past. I mean, when I first got on AOL, which is horrifying, I used to go Renrut because I didn't want anyone to know my name.
I remember that.
How weird is that? And then, do you remember that? Well, I don't remember my password, obviously. And they keep saying, your password I keep trying to come up with one, but there's no way, and they won't reset it.
You are just throwing curveballs out there. You just get like anything. You're just typing in what.
Oh, I made a fool of myself trying to get on Google. I wrote Muriel Turner and then somehow 188 at Gmail. And I couldn't even allow anyone to see that. What the hell does that mean?
So you have
You know
no
what I'm saying?
email. So instead, you have zero email access because you don't know
I have-
any of the
I
passwords.
have M Runner, but it's on my phone.
So you can only get it through your phone. Okay, that's good.
Yeah. And I think I have Zoom on my phone. Don't you
You do,
think?
yes.
Yeah.
I had a terrifying Zoom. Yeah, we zoomed a little bit ago. And it was you screaming into the phone. Can you hear me? I was like, good God. Yes, I can hear you. Everybody can hear you.
All righty then. So how are you guys doing?
Doing well.
Doing great. Awesome.
Yeah.
Just what's that?
6 feet apart.
From everybody, right? Yes. Yeah, taking some walks down the canal. Everybody's giving each other a little space, but at least we've had some nice weather out here, so that helps. But yeah, strange days for sure. Just hanging out, watching Jeopardy. I thought of you actually. I know you love Jeopardy. I've been watching Jeopardy on like every night, just binging it on Netflix. Yeah.
Oh yeah. I mean, I've seen every one, so I don't think I can binge it.
You're like Bill Murray and Groundhog's Day.
Yeah, it would be almost too much.
But you don't even remember books you've read. You'll read a book you've already read, and halfway
true.
through realize that you already read this book.
It's
Yes. The last book,
You could rewatch
Yes,
all of
it's
Jeopardy.
great. Yes, I've done that.
I said to Jean, I think I read that book, and there was a part of it that really sounded familiar.
Yeah, how many times can you read Angela's Ashes? You know what I mean?
I loved Angela's Ashes.
I know you probably read it, half read it a few times.
I may read it again. You're right.
What's
But
your
I
Angela's
will-
Ashes about?
I will know that I'm reading it again.
And can we get a
But-
synopsis on Angela's Ashes? What is that book about?
Well, it's about, I can't remember his name, but it's about how he grew up in Ireland and his Irish parents, and it was familiar only in that my grandmother would do a lot of those things that they say there.
On my end.
You know what I mean? And I touched my face. Excuse me.
First of all, we don't know what you mean. You know what I mean.
No one knows what you mean.
Those things,
Bottom
those
line.
things that my grandmother would do. You know what I mean.
Well, she would
We have no idea what you
say
mean.
things. What did she say? I can't remember.
Yeah.
Well, because she's been dead since 1958. How would I remember?
It's a great
But
point.
she was funny, and she would. What did she say? She would. Oh, look who the cat dragged in! But who doesn't say that?
Big time Charlie.
That's my mother. Absolutely.
Now I'm
And-
getting this
Big time
portion
Charlie.
on Instagram right now. Mom, say hi to Instagram.
Hi, Instagram.
Gold. That was great.
What should I have said?
No, you said exactly that. Hagen. That's perfect.
I just realized they can't hear you because I'm on my headphones, but it'll be funny either way.
But just hi, Instagram. Period.
Exactly.
Nothing else.
What have you
right?
been doing? Have you been on social media? Have you been just watching TV? What's your
I've
day
been
today?
walking to the point I think I'm Forrest Gump. I go 5 miles. I walk 6 miles.
Yeah.
I'm
How many-
15,000 steps.
I did 20,000 steps. So
You
Damn.
did
No,
not.
you didn't. Come on, dude. Why are you making shit up? We're on quarantine.
2 days ago, I did 20,000 steps.
He
Where'd you
did
walk?
not.
You went to San Francisco? What are you doing?
I went to Santa Monica and then I hiked a mountain.
But
That's
you
good.
said it was 14,000. You didn't do any 20.
I did 14,000 and then
Get it, Mom.
I did 6,000 later in the day.
Well, I
Little
can
bit.
do that. You watch me.
Look out. She's
I'll
coming.
be
She's got a bad connection.
Yeah, I can't hear what she's saying right now, but I imagine it's something about the amount of the places she's walked.
She's screaming how many miles she can run.
I bet she's saying like she walked across Ireland, something like that.
Oh, I heard it. Yeah, we walked across Ireland. I just heard you. And we did 15 miles a day. We didn't walk across Ireland. We walked on the, I don't even remember where we walked, but Donegal. And
of course.
Sure.
Donegal.
it was amazing. We stayed at bed and breakfast. We left our bags there in the morning and we walked. Jean thought we were lost one time, and I said, we've got to follow the man, the hiking man. You know, there was the yellow man who points. And
nobody knows the yellow man who points.
Have you never seen that? Like, the green man who points.
Is it like a sign? Someone standing like this?
Well,
or an actual person? Is it an actual person?
Hand like that. No, it was just a plastic man, and I.
Oh my God!
She's coming in and out,
screaming.
She's clearly screaming, but we can't hear anything. She can't hear us either.
It might be better that way.
I think it is good. It's
this
the
is
Wi-Fi.
pretty good.
It's her Wi-Fi.
And it.
Hello.
She doesn't say we're a little, we'll be a little late, which was the proper thing. I'm sitting on a rock with the sheep. I'm sitting on a rock with the sheep eating nuts and berries because I know we'll get there. And she just was like too freaked out. And I said, if you follow that man, we will get down the trail. And eventually she followed the man. And we had to go over a stile. Do you know what those are? Those are the fences they have between this and that. And so we climbed over them.
Sometimes you'd sound exactly like Moira from Schitt's Creek when you talk. When you said we had to get over the thing. Oh,
don't you love her?
Oh God, it's a lot. But,
Alexis,
that's exactly how you
never leave house without full makeup like you're going. Okay, so we get down finally.
So for everybody that we jumped right into the story of you in Ireland hiking with your friend, right? Is that where we're at?
Yeah.
In
and
Donegal.
Bottom line, we get down to the street and who's coming after us because they had gotten Jean's call that we were like stranded.
Oh, we missed it. We missed the part there. Yeah.
Missed the huge part. Yeah.
I mean, she was like, we're lost. And as I said, I was sitting on one of the rocks.
On a rock.
With the sheep.
Looking for a green
nuts. Yeah.
Left. Yeah.
Nuts and berries. And so we finally followed the man. We get down in the street, which is not that far. We could have rolled down to the street. And the guy goes, I was a little worried about you. And I thought, Jean, how can we see any of these people again? Because every night we'd see the same people at the bed and breakfast.
I don't think anybody's putting as much thought as you are into the fact that happened. I don't think they were like, oh God, those two women were insane.
Yeah, they did. Because we were two buffoons. But it was a great trip. It really was.
That's good. And now you're quarantined.
Yeah, but I am self-quarantined.
Yeah, that's right. You live a hermit life.
Personality. You know what I mean? That's a good name.
You've been self-quarantined since our father and you broke up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty much. You haven't left the apartment.
And now, since I'm retired, I self-quarantine quite a bit, but the problem is now I like to go out every once in a while with friends, but I'm not somebody who's busy with friends. One thing, I was going to work at a little coffee shop just for the hell of it, and that closed.
Uh-uh.
And then they called me about being a census taker. Well, they don't even know if they're going to have the people go door to door.
Right.
So my job.
Picked a hell of a time to get back out there. Yeah.
Oh yeah. And so I'm not, I'm hanging out, which is good for retired people. Thank God we can do that.
Yeah.
Because I don't have a job that the flight attendants, the therapists are going to work because I talked to a couple of them. And
yeah, it's probably good that you're not still working at the hospital.
Or even at that nursing home that I was at.
Yeah.
I mean,
probably for the best.
They would have had me quarantined because I was over 70.
Yeah.
You know what they would never have called me, which is fine with me,
Yeah. It's probably for the best.
Yes, I think so.
John, do you have birds fighting in your backyard?
Oh, there's some birds. They're not fighting. I think they're just communicating.
Trying to mate?
Yeah, it is mating season. They're getting it on, bud.
Is it?
I don't know when I think that's any time. Is there a higher amount of bird banging at a certain amount of time in the?
I'm sure they get mating season for sure. They migrate too, from what I've heard.
Mom,
who are you talking about?
The birds in John's backyard.
Oh, I was talking about killing Megan. Oh, but she and I mean, she goes into her room.
Yeah, so Megan, you do have somebody at the apartment.
You're quarantined with Megan, yeah.
With Megan.
Oh, yeah.
And you guys trying to kill each other?
We could. We don't know.
It's on the list of things that could happen.
Yeah, it's one of my top 10 people. I love her dearly. But, remember, John, when you came out of the bathroom one time after a shower, and Megan and I were like smacking each other. Like
yes, I do.
You said, "What in God's name happened?"
I took a shower for 4 minutes, and I came back out, and you guys were in a fist fight. I was like, "What's going on?"
I remember that.
And you were both looking at me like I was crazy. Like, don't get involved. I'm like, what is going on?
I know. I'll never forget that because I thought, well, that was odd.
Those are nice childhood memories. Those are the ones I hang on to.
Yeah, I hope so.
Yeah.
So talk about yourselves. Talk among yourselves.
How you doing, LA, Mikey? What are you watching?
I just watched The Tiger King.
Yeah, I'm through 3 episodes of that. I like that guy. I like that guy a lot.
It's insane. It's good stuff. I think you'd really like it. It's about a big cat owners, but they all end up wanting to kill each other, and some of them go ahead and I think kill each other.
Yeah.
There's some murder.
Tigers or the people?
Well, kind of both.
Oh God!
Yeah.
I'd like to see animals die.
No, you don't see. It's more about humans, but there's definitely some animals.
Oh, okay. I don't mind humans dying.
Yeah.
I really don't when in a movie or something, but I can't handle the animals. And I remember you and I went to the movies when you were about 4 years old, and we saw Benji or one of those films where the dog was lost and blah, blah, blah. And at the end, you were crying and said, "It's sad to me." And it's like, I was like, "It's sad to me too." So I'm not somebody who can go to the animal movies.
Benji was sad. I don't think I've revisited Benji, but it feels like any dog movie is pretty sad at the end.
Not a rewatch, but none of them end well.
I can handle
except for
human.
Homeward Bound.
No, can't handle Homeward
Bound.
Bound.
That's a great ending. Yeah, Shadow coming over the hill there.
Yeah, they live.
Yeah, but I can't handle the interim.
Yeah.
When you think Shadow ain't coming back, those were tough.
I can't handle them. And also remember, I mean, you don't remember Lassie, but he always had to get into something like it wasn't necessary.
Right. Timmy's in a well. What's he doing by the well? Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it was kind of like just kill a person in this half an hour because I can handle it. I can. And I don't mean that I don't love people. God knows. But, well,
You have a list of people you'd like to kill.
I do. I've always had a list of 10. They have, I actually, they go up and down depending.
Fluctuates. Yeah.
It's nice. Like
Yeah,
the economy.
depending on the day, especially when I worked. Oh yeah.
But other than that, I've just been watching Tiger King and trying to get outside. It's pretty boring.
Yeah. I'm bored as hell as well. At least we're at a nice spot, nice house, and it's close to the canal, so there's accessibility to go do things. But it gets old after a while doing the same thing.
And luckily, Mom, you've got good weather in Cincinnati.
Great weather, right?
We have cloudy, rainy. Today it was cloudy when I went out for my walk, but when I came back, then it was sunny this afternoon. It's going to rain tomorrow. And the next day, it's really rainy.
It's
But
not
the
good.
beauty is all the spring flowers and the trees are turning green.
That's nice.
So regardless of what happens to us, we could all die of this, but the seasons come just as they're supposed to. That's what I thought. I thought it was, that's why I believe in God. I mean,
Because the
that's what I'm
seasons.
saying. The
Yeah.
season,
Because of the Four Seasons Hotel?
no, but anyway, the seasons.
Yeah. Have you been
Yeah.
listening to Carole King, or what have you been doing? Are you reading?
Yeah.
Are you reading anything?
The mother-in-law.
Jesus Christ.
It's
what's
a
that?
murder mystery.
Oh, okay.
Sure.
Murder. Yeah.
Yeah.
Murder.
Oh, you know what I did last night? I went to bed at like by 9 o'clock. I was really tired. And then all of a sudden I got on my phone and I'm listening to all these songs that I like, especially the Kenny Rogers stuff that they've been
Rest
playing.
in peace.
Oh yeah. And The Prayer, which I love. Play that for my memorial service, if you don't mind. If I have,
I'm gonna put that
just
in my
throw
phone.
me on the trail, but just play that. Just what the hell? I like it. And then I think Hallelujah was on. I mean, it was just out of control. And I was going down, listening to one song after another, and all of a sudden it was midnight.
That's a
Just listening to Kenny Rogers.
It's an insane night.
A lot of Kenny Rogers. And then I
Do you have
felt
a favorite Kenny Rogers song?
I think it's like da 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 da. What is it?
Who doesn't know that one? Nobody knows that song. Like The Gambler, like you got to know when to fold them.
No, I didn't like that. It's this
Didn't
one.
like
It
that.
sang with
Islands in the Stream.
Sherry Easton. No, I didn't like that one. He performed it with Sherry Easton. It's like, we don't know about tomorrow. Help me make it through the night.
Okay, that's nice.
I
I was a big fan of Kenny Rogers' Roasters, the chicken joint. That was good stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, he
I
was
didn't.
81, but
You know.
I was like, I just dropped in to see what condition my condition was in.
Yeah. Big stuff. Don Henley.
he sang. No, he didn't sing that.
He
Oh,
definitely sang
yes.
a version of that.
Okay, you talked about the band last week.
Yeah.
Well, when I heard how many songs they sang that I knew, I was so surprised. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I think that's a lot of people's experience with them.
Yeah. I mean, they're like some of the, our signature songs in the 70s and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
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 They defined the
I didn't
time.
realize. It was good. It was a good podcast.
I saw, or someone commented on our Facebook post that was the first time Neil Young ever did cocaine was at that show.
Can you imagine?
Oh, wow. And then
You can tell he is so excited on stage there.
Yeah. And this.
well, the thing is, at the time, in the 70s, that's when people were doing cocaine.
Yeah, they stopped. No other time.
Yeah, no one does it anymore.
One time, people brought it over
Oh God.
to our apartment. This is like a Woody Allen thing. They brought it over and I blew it by mistake. And I laughed. And they were like, what have you done? I didn't know. What do I know?
Oh my God.
I know. That was bad.
It's not good.
That's a party foul.
Yeah.
The party was over. I really sneezed and it was just, all over the table.
Oh God.
Yeah. But I never did that.
That's good.
That's a good
Probably for
thing.
the best.
Yeah. I smoke marijuana. Don't tell anybody. Oh, I'm just telling everybody. Oh my God. But I was, and I liked it.
That's most people's experience.
Yeah.
I laughed harder than I've ever laughed in my life.
It's a good drug.
I think.
It's a good drug. Are you
I
eating
believe
healthy? Are you eating chicken and broccoli? What are you eating?
Yeah. I bought it today. My chicken, broccoli, walnuts. What else goes in there? Oh, my what did they call that?
What?
I don't know. The pasta with spinach in it.
Tortellini.
Tortellinis.
Sure.
And I mix it all together and heat it, and it's very healthy.
It's good.
That's a good thing.
Yeah.
I had mac and cheese today.
So guess who else does?
Who's
Miss
that?
Megan. And we had it in the freezer for 2 years. And she cooked it. But actually, it was fine. I mean, I don't know. She's not dead.
Boil it
And
off. Yeah.
put it in the oven, and then it was fine. But now it's going to last maybe a month.
I don't think mine was 2 years old. I think it was newer than that.
It was 3 years old.
I was
Almost.
eating peanut butter that I brought out from my old apartment out here. I didn't realize peanut butter goes old.
Yeah, it gets almost a little wet. Did you eat it?
Oh, you have to mix
I
it
had a
around.
I had a whole sandwich with some old peanut butter. No,
But you have to stir it
it
around.
tasting a little piney. Tiny. I looked at it. It was expired in 2018.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
I have
I don't know how it snuck into my life.
cans. I have about 10 cans of tuna.
I have a lot of
that
tuna.
I bought. It was like 10 for $1, $10. And I thought, well, I'm going to stack up on them. And I don't
Get a
even
tuna
like.
sandwich right now. I just ate one recently. Just today.
Yeah, and I
You
don't
can smell it
make
through the mic.
And we have chicken that you can do in the little can, right, Megan?
Chicken that you can do in the little pan.
I have no
Chicken
idea.
of the sea?
Chicken of the sea, but it's not chicken, it's tuna.
Right.
The albacore is what she's talking about.
Yeah.
Solid white albacore.
Hmm.
It's the only way to do it.
Yeah, that's what I like. And I have my skinny popcorn. I love it.
We were
And
really
I bought-
breaking it down.
14 bags of it today.
Jeez.
It was one of those big bags that had 14 little things of popcorn.
Individually packed popcorns.
And
Oh,
I love it.
14 bags of it. Okay. I was a little alarmed
A
there.
big bag of 14 bags.
At Costco. Now,
No, it was at Kroger.
are you worried at all with your your age range? Obviously, is dying at an alarming rate. I feel like you're in good health, Mom. How do you feel?
Yeah. I do what I'm supposed to do. I stay inside.
Most people are like 81 too. The average age I saw is like 81 that's dying.
Also, people who have underlying conditions, which I do not have.
Yeah.
Right. You've taken
I'm
care of
really
yourself.
healthy, so I'm not really concerned, but you never know if you can get it from somebody you don't, it's like, it is weird
Mhm.
how people are, getting it and they don't really know who they've been next to. How about Rand Paul? He has it.
Yeah, it's karma.
Yeah.
And
I didn't want to say that.
well, and then New York is a lot of people from New York are the
Oh,
worst
yeah.
place. That's crazy.
And the first place was New Rochelle in New York, and we lived there.
Yeah.
Meg, Dad, and I lived in New Rochelle. But
That's where
now,
John lived for 7 days, right?
New Yorker.
John lived
Yeah,
there for 7 days.
yeah, he did. 7 days. That was it. He's a New Yorker by birth,
Right.
whether
That's
you like
nuts.
it or not.
It runs through my blood.
Oh, yeah. And in other ways, your family on my side is a little nutty. So, we add to that more than probably you'd like. But Maureen was like, should a Republican and Democrat live together on Facebook?
In quarantine.
And there's Duff and Maureen. She
Out
may
of
kill.
control. No, that could end. Murder,
Yeah.
suicide.
I
Certainly.
think in 9 months' time there'll be just a baby boom, and then there will be murders.
After 9 months.
No, prior to that, because I think people will just want to kill their mates.
Yeah, maybe something you wanted to get out of, or were even having those thoughts, and now you're stuck in a house with that person. Oof.
Yeah.
God,
I
that
mean,
would be
if
awful.
somebody goes to work, you're kind of like, okay, they're going to work and they come home and you can tolerate each other. But if he's home and she's home, and how about if I love the fact that they homeschool, I would have killed the three of you.
Yeah, we would have been dead.
Oh, you would have been jumping all over, John. Mike would be egging you on. The two of you would fight, and Megan would go, "What's wrong with them? I
Nothing
don't
has
know what's
changed.
wrong with them."
That's still how it
And-
goes normally.
Yeah, I mean, I can't even imagine. Megan wanted me to homeschool so she could stay in her pajamas all day. She said that a long time ago. And I thought, no, that's
It's a
not going to
plus.
happen. But that's really, I can't imagine the parents who were with the kids, with their spouse.
Yeah.
It's bad.
A lot. Yeah.
It's crazy. There's going to be 9 months, a baby boom, but before that, murder.
Yeah.
I believe
Baby
so.
doomed.
This is put it on record. That's the bottom line.
Lots
It's
of
true,
babies.
don't you think?
You know what they're showing on ESPN. Speaking of the bottom line, they're showing old WrestleManias. So you might want to get back into wrestling, Mom.
God. What about the guy that they're going to draft in Cincinnati? What's going on
I
with
think they're
that?
still going to do it. I think the
Yeah.
draft is going to keep going. The NFL is probably the least impacted by this.
Oh, okay. All right.
We'll still
So
get
at the
Joe
end
Burrow.
of the day, I mean, how are you getting on without sports?
It's weird.
Tiger King.
Jeopardy.
Jeopardy, Tiger King. It's weird for you guys.
I think that we'll figure out some different stuff. I'm reading a book that I stopped reading months ago.
What is that?
That book called Sapiens. It's about how human beings came to be.
It's interesting.
Wow.
And you're going through the time where where the human beings cease to be. So it's an interesting
Yeah.
time to be reading.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's a book. There's a whole chapter where it literally documents every time human beings entered a new fauna. Like when the first time we got to Australia as a species, we ruined everything. We
Yeah.
just killed all this.
And now we're ruining everything with the coronavirus.
Mankind.
But we're finally killing ourselves rather than other species. So maybe that's the silver lining, you know? As mom is frozen on. But we actually we're at a point where so this thing only records for about 40 or so minutes, so we got to kind of wind it down. But
Okay.
but we just
Okay.
wanted to check
It's
in
probably
with you, mom.
past your bedtime, isn't it?
Oh God, yeah. But
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to watch Jeopardy
Right.
Watch
and
it.
also The Voice.
And I just finished The Americans. You should revisit that, mom. You would
Oh, I
love that.
know. Yeah, I started it and then I didn't go to the next. Where's where's Better Call Saul?
It's on Netflix.
It's on Netflix, yeah.
And
The new
what
ones are on AMC.
and is it they're all new still, aren't they?
No, I think
ever
I
watched
don't think the brand new season is not new. I don't think, but I think they have 4 seasons on Netflix right now.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Because I remember the one where his brother died.
That was a good one.
Spoiler alert out there.
That was a good one. Yeah, so they got like
Yeah.
2 more seasons after that, I think.
Okay. Then I'll do that for sure.
Well,
Perfect.
we just wanted to check in with you. I'm sure the people
All
are
right.
worried about your well-being.
Vibe check.
Vibe check to you. Thank you for having me.
Love you, mom.
There we go. Love you, Mom.
Love you.
All right, we'll
Here's
talk.
your sister.
Love you,
Love you.
Megan.
Love you, Megan.
All right.
Talk soon.
I'm
All
sure
right.
we'll get a call from you tomorrow, as promised.
Yeah.
Perfect.
All
Okay.
right.
Peace.
Bye-bye.